Hello everyone, this video will show how to determine the area of a parallelogram formed by two vectors using the determinant of a matrix. Now let's go over this example. So we're given vector u and vector v. We're going to go ahead and sketch these two vectors right here and sketch the parallelogram out from these two vectors. So if this was our starting point, vector u has a component form of 5, 0. That means we go 5 to the right and we're not going up or down. Our vector v has a component form of 2, 3. This tells us that we go 2 steps to the right and 3 steps up from the starting point. So we can go ahead and sketch the parallelogram. So this is the parallelogram formed by these two vectors. Notice that the base of this parallelogram is 5. And the height of this parallelogram is 3. Now let's use the formula for the area of a parallelogram to determine the area of this. So the area of the parallelogram is base times height. So we're going to use the formula. We're going to plug in the value. So our base here is 5 and our height is 3. So we can go ahead and say that the area of this given parallelogram formed by vectors u and v is 15 square units. Now we're going to go ahead and use the determinant of a matrix to determine the area of this parallelogram. So if we take these components of this vector as a, b, and this component as c, d, we can go ahead and write the formula for the area of a parallelogram using these components. This tells us that the area of a parallelogram is equal to the absolute value of the determinant of the matrix formed from the components of the given vector. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in values for A, B, C, and D using these values up here. Since we have a 2 by 2 matrix here, we can go ahead and determine its determinant. To find the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix, we're going to multiply their diagonals. So 5 times 3 minus, we're going to multiply the anti-diagonal. And we take the absolute value of it. So we go ahead and say that that is the absolute value of 15 minus 0. So 15 minus 0 is 15. And the absolute value of 15 is 15. If you notice, the area that we got using the determinant of a matrix is exactly the same as the area that we got when we used the formula area is equal to base times height for parallelogram. So that is how we determine the area of a parallelogram formed by two vectors using the determinant of a matrix.